feel bad at the time, like, maybe this is gonna make a video, but it's like, listen, bro, everybody call you outside for family. Sorry, I was trying to opportunity to me that so much.
Okay, so first off, I know I'm not the only one who's got expectations for this new merge system. Yes, as we're all aware, there's no more level 1, there's no more level 2. It's now officially back to the status quo of the Big Brother Naija show, just as we have for every season. All the housemates are now referred to as the level of housemates, no longer the level 1 housemates or the level 2 housemates. Secondly, guys, this video was actually supposed to drop yesterday, immediately after the live eviction show, because I was super excited to share with you all about my expectations, and I was also really keen on knowing yours as well, right? But then the level of housemate they did not give me any room at all to do this video at all, because the drama started immediately from the pool party that Big Brother had organized for them. It was insane. I've done videos about all of the drama on my channel. I mean, I did not leave any stones unturned. So if you missed out on all of those videos, please kindly check back on my channel to watch them, all right? Or if you don't want to stress yourself too much, just go ahead and check the pinned comment in the comment section of this particular video you're watching right now, and you find the links to all of those videos, all right? Anyways, to cut the long story short, on this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all my few but heavy expectations from this merged system that Biggie has created. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory, and I am the girl with the T. So if you are new on here, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for joining the family. But please, if you are still considering yourself a visitor, please do not leave without doing exactly what you see on your screen. It's one of the easiest ways for you to actually blend into this space, into this family, and to also receive a lot of my videos whenever I upload a new one. And of course, if you're looking for that space where you can get the most detailed, factual, and accurate analysis of reality TV shows, movies, and trending social topics, this is the space for you, all right? Now, all of that said, let's quickly get into the video. So first off, I'm really looking forward to seeing who is going to be in charge of this new house. Yes, I mean, all the housemates, they are merged together now, and you and I are fully aware that when the housemates were still divided, you know, into level 1 and level 2, especially in the level 1 mansion, there was a structure. Yeah, they had the king and the queen, and then they had the people who were worthy of being the friends of the king and the queen, and then they had those ones who were considered the enemies of the state. They also had those ones who were considered the peasants of the state. Guys, you understand what I'm talking about, right? Now, to put it in clear terms, right, we had SHAGGS and Bella indirectly ruling the level 1 house. Yes, we had the rebel. Doing was the rebel. We had Chichi was the firecracker, and also friends of royalty and friends of the ruling family. We had Chomsy as well, friends of the ruling family. I mean, we can go on in giving different descriptions to all the level 1 housemates, but it's going to make this video unnecessarily lengthy. But you get the point, guys. At some point, yes, it felt as though SHAGGS and Bella had placed themselves on this very, very high pedestal from whence they were ruling the level 1 household. And we could see clearly how it seemed as though some of the housemates kind of feared those two. I mean, some of the housemates so badly wanted to be their friends. Some of the housemates so badly wanted to be associated with SHAGGS, especially because of the many things he had actually said about himself. Oh, I'm from an influential family. My dad is this, my dad is that, my mom is this, my mom is that, and his constant preaching of his whatever, is it feelings or affections, whatever, that he had for Bella. Whilst with the level 2 house, on the other hand, there was no leader, there was no ruler. Nobody was shining more than the other people. Nobody was like, hey, I am controlling everybody here. Everybody had their own level of madness. Everybody had their own level of content. Everybody had their own level of energy that they brought to, the house on a daily basis. And even though Fina was kind of really loud, Fina was not the only loud person that was in that house. Every single one of them was actually loud. This brings me to the first expectation that I have. I would really love to see how SHAGGS and Bella are going to assert their authority, are going to assert themselves, on the entire household. Guys, remember, it's no longer a case of only the level 1 housemates. No, it's now a combination of more personalities, a combination of more craze, more madness, more violence, more of everything. Yes, and it's quite interesting because coming from the level 2 camp, their emotions are even more amplified than the level 1 housemate, because those ones, they are very good at suppressing their emotions until it's time for them to erupt and explode. But when it comes to the level 2 housemate, they do not suppress their emotions. As you are giving it to them, they're giving it to you both, and even times 2 of both. So I really look forward to seeing how SHAGGS especially is going to try and kind of assert himself over the entire household. He was successful enough to do that with the level 1 households, but with the level 2 housemates now, and every other person all combined together. In fact, if you look at how the dynamics of the house is going at the moment, the level 1 housemate seems like they've gotten more exposure that, wow, it's okay for you to actually let go and release your tensed up emotion. There's absolutely nothing wrong about it. It's actually healthy for your mental health, guys. Everybody is now on a flying rage, blind rage here and there. Everybody is now ready to cut and chop at every given opportunity. So I am really expecting to see how SHAGGS is going to navigate his way around this one. Still on SHAGGS and Bella, another interesting thing that they both were able to do was they were able to use their sheep to outshine every other thing that was happening, in the level 1 house. And it was so frustrating because from time to time, things are happening in different camps, but then they always looked for every given opportunity to steal all the camera moments. They constantly needed or felt the need to remind their fellow housemates that, hey, we do exist, we're over here, we want to get married. Oh, I want Bella to have my kids. Oh, SHAGGS is the only man for me. Oh, SHAGGS is the only person that's waiting for me outside. So it was like a constant, unnecessary reminder to the level 1 housemates and to us, the viewers, as well, that hey, we are the in thing of the level 1 house. But now that they are merged, guys, from last night up until now that you're seeing this video, there's a lot of interesting conversations going on here and there. And as a matter of fact, guys, SHAGGS and Bella, they've kind of been swallowed up by it all. However, SHAGGS is very clever. He has his own way of making himself the center of attention. And so one of my expectations is to see how he navigates his way around that. Another expectation that I have is about the task. Now, we know that with the level 1 housemates, there are certain people that are very good at chipping in ideas but not doing anything at all, because they would rather leave the entire bulk of the work to the people that they felt were strong enough to carry the burden of the entire group. But guys, unlike the level 1 housemate, the level 2 housemate comes with every single individual hands-on. Yes, every single individual is very much involved in the process and the execution of every single task that they have been given so far in this season of the show. And so guys, I would really love to see how it's going to work out now that everybody has been merged. Everybody is together. I would love to see how one person especially, or two persons especially, are going to assert their own opinions, their own ideas, their own authorities over the other housemates, especially the level 2 housemates, because level 2 housemates, they are very opinionated. They have their mind of their own. You cannot just, sway their mindset, without valid or legit reasons. So guys, I would really love to see how they are going to navigate their way around the task. Yes, I want to see which level, even though they are merged together, I want to see which level is going to gain the upper hand, in trying to impress Big Brother for this week. Another interesting expectation that I have is about Daniella. Now, I don't know how many of you have noticed something quite interesting that's happening in the house at the moment. Daniella is now having a very, very good rapport with Dotun. If you all cast your minds back to the second Saturday night party, Dotun had first started talking to Daniella, making his intentions known to her, that he wanted them to be a sheep, he wanted them to be an item, and Daniella had turned him down, that she was not interested. It was that same very night, like few minutes later, that she had gone ahead to go and meet with Khalid, and then both of them had started their roller coaster, sexually advanced ship. Yes, I mean, it started from like 0 to 100. It was so fast, yes, that it took us, the viewers, unawares. And now Khalid has been evicted. Khalid is no longer in the house. I don't know how many of you still have noticed the changes in Daniella's personality. I'm sorry if I've said Dianna before. It's actually Daniella I'm referring to. So I don't know how many of you have actually noticed the change in Daniella's personality. Daniella is now very, very feisty, more outspoken, and now she's talking more to Dotun. Since last night, both of them, they've been talking a lot. they've been very, very comfortable around each other. And I'm asking myself questions like, okay, what happened before? And it's not just Dotun, there's also Deji in the picture. So now it's between Dotu and Deji. So the question is she going to fall for any of these guys, or is she going to, like, you know, put aside whatever she had with Khalid and focus on her time in the house by starting off or jumping on a new ship? That's one of my expectations. I really want to see what's going to be birthed from there. This next expectation is about Allison. Guys, I don't know still how many of you have noticed that since yesterday evening that the merge happened, Allison has kind of given Doyin some space and is now focusing her energy on reviving her friendship with Daniella. If you all recall, I think Allison and Daniella, they were roommates during the lockdown period before the show started. And Doyin had kind of complained to Allison about this last night, but then Allison had not really bothered. And then the whole of today, it's been Allison and Hermes, Allison and Daniella. Guys, it's been quite interesting because even Doyin herself has kind of found her comfort zone, you know, in making new friends with the likes of Modella and Brian. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that relationship, you know, the friendship is going to pan out, you know, between all of those people. This next expectation is about Bella and SHAGGS still. Now we know that whilst the house was still divided, Bella had a way of being very rude, very insulting, very derogatory, very condescending. Like the words that she would use on her fellow housemates most of the time, it came off as very, very offensive. She was very, very condescending, very, very rude. And for every given time that any of those housemates that were at the receiving end of all of her rudeness and uncouthness would want to challenge her, you will see SHAGGS coming to the rescue like a knight in shiny armor. SHAGGS, even though he knows that Bella is at fault, he will come and defend Bella and then get into a fight with the housemate in question. Now the house has been merged together. We know that we have firecrackers like Fina, like Amaka, like Modella. We know that we have people that are very, very headstrong from the level 2 house. My expectation is to see if Bella is going to grow some balls, yeah? Grow some balls or grow some wings and then try all of that nonsense that she was doing with her fellow housemates with these level 2 housemates. And I would also love to see if SHAGGS will be able, you know, to rise up to the occasion to come and defend her blindly without getting burnt. Yes, guys, I am really looking forward to seeing how that happens. And then last but not the least, Groovy, Fina, and Chumzi's triangle. At the moment, it's official that Groovy and Fina, they are in a ship. They confirmed it last night, especially from Groovy to Fina. He had assured her that she was actually good for him and he likes her. Now, guys, that statement was very, very cryptic. Yes, it could mean that he's actually being very serious, or it could mean that, oh, by being good for him, that she's actually good for his game, for his strategy. We'd have to wait to find out more about that. But the deal is they are all now in the same space. And it's very obvious that even though Groovy is trying so hard to focus on Fina, he still has emotions, or feelings rather, for Chumzi. So my expectation is to see how that's going to pan out. I really want to see how he handles that situation, because now it seems as though Chumzi has now you know, grown a tight bond with Elo Swags. They even kissed last night during the pool party. Yes, they went to go and hide somewhere where they thought nobody would see them, but Fina had actually caught them kissing. Yes, so guys, it's crazy. It's chaotic. All of these expectations that I have and many more, I would love to see birthed from this new merger that Big Brother has actually done by himself. So ladies and gentlemen, I would love to know your own expectations in the comment section below. So please just go ahead and, you know, share with me, and I'll see you all on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.